So the audio did not transfer on this clip here, but there's just something about the chippers and grinders and stuff that intrigue me. I guess the sound that they make, the power that they got, and just the being able to, within a matter of few seconds, take an entire tree and turn it into a pile of chips on the ground, just like this right here. This chipper is what we're running in right now. It's got a 800 horsepower Caterpillar in it. That grinder that's over there kind of in the background is it's got a 1200 horsepower Caterpillar engine in it. It takes an insane amount of power to pull these machines and run the chipper drums like they do, and turn that wood and the whole tree into chips as fast as it does. So the guy running the loader here is actually a mechanic for Bandit, and he could come all the way down from Michigan up there. And I got to spend some time with him working, asking him different questions about working on the machine, belt tension, knives, all that kind of stuff like that. So it was very beneficial to get to spend some time with him there, and helped me out a lot. So I've been coming to this show since for probably over 30 years now. My first recollection was back in the very early 90s. Used to have it at a different location than right here. It used to be on down Highway 25 a little bit, and where they had it at. But it's over my career, watching, being in, around logging, there's been a lot of change. I mean, a lot of change. For a long time there, it kind of was about the same. You know, we went from cable skidders and cutting with chainsaws and things like that to more mechanized tree cutting, felling, up into grapple skidders and stuff. And now all the way up to where we're at now today, we have the final Tier 4 engines. Machines are very, very complex. A lot of computers, a lot of sensors that run these things, and just the efficiency of the equivalent machine is far greater now than what it was 30 years ago. You can do so much more with so much less, but with that so much more comes an incredible amount of cost now. Logging is not the greatest profit margin thing necessarily to be in, and that profit margin gets tighter and tighter every year with the cost of equipment, insurance, fuel, upkeep. The machines have changed so much, it's mind-boggling. Even all the way down to the rubber that we run on the ground, the tires, even like this bogey skidder right here from John Deere. You know, whatever it takes to get wood more efficiently in harder to reach places, steep ground, stuff like that. Even all the way to the processing end of things. We have processors. Back in the day, I can remember in the 80s, you know, there would be nothing if you had a crew of guys that, say, a logger was moving upwards of 20 loads a day, he would have 4 to 5 topping hands out there in the woods with chainsaws, burning an incredible amount of gas daily and weekly, monthly, a lot of upkeep on chainsaws to the point to where you can put an in-woods processor and even a knuckle boom loader with a pull-through delimber, and it can do the same work a lot more efficiently, a lot safer too. That's the name of the game, safety, get everybody home safe. But good show this year for the Mid-South Forestry Equipment Expo. Hopefully we'll get to see everybody back here in a couple of years again. You could really tell that things are different. Boy, the COVID stuff has changed our landscape like crazy, and the logging show was not immune to that. On Friday, I was there all day Friday, and it was slim pickings. The attendees that were there, you could tell was very different, and also vendors too. It was off. I didn't have any plans on going back Saturday because of the rain. We had rain Friday, kind of wet things. Well, rain Thursday too, and then Friday, and then again then Saturday. But there were some people that had come in that had driven quite a ways that was wanting to meet up. So once my video for Saturday got through uploading, I headed over there and hung out the rest of the day. Had a good time. The crowds it was more. Going to the shows, like I said in Saturday's video, is really good for me and good for a lot of other people in the business. It helps everybody. It kind of interlocks everybody, and you get to visit with people you hadn't seen in a while, things like that. The vendors, the companies, you know, your Rotobex, the John Deere's, Tiger Cats, the people at Trax Plus, things like that. Gives you an opportunity to mix and mingle and ask questions to certain people. And the one good thing this year, the heat wasn't really too bad. Just had to deal with the rain. And so upcoming, as far as logging goes, is the Paul Bunyan show coming up here in a couple of weeks. Got the Utility Expo coming up in Louisville, Kentucky here. I think it's in another week coming up. I've been on the fence about going to it. Still not sure whether I'm going to go to it. And then got the TCIA Expo up in Indianapolis, Indiana coming up. Got the Sunbelt Ag Expo coming up. The TCIA thing, there's a very good possibility that I'm going to go up there to it. Sunbelt Ag Expo, I'm not going to go down there to it. I'm about to do kind of a series of chainsaw videos, and I'm going to be doing saw training during that time right there. So I'm not going to go down there to Sunbelt Ag Expo. And then the Georgia Arbor Association over there, they got the tree climbing competition coming up in November. It'll be over in Kingston, Georgia. It'll be mid-November. It'll be after the TCIA show goes down, and I will be over there at it. There's some things that I want to get involved in over there on it. So hope y'all all have a great week this week. They're calling for a good bit of rain for us. We've had enough rain. We need to dry some here. It's still very, very wet. So appreciate all y'all watching the series of the videos from the logging expo over there. So we'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.